You climb a grassy hill in West Java, its slopes terraced with old, volcanic stone. Local farmers have walked these stones for centuries. They call it Gunung Padang, the mountain of enlightenment. For 100 years, everyone assumed it was just a hill with some rocks scattered on top. Then a geologist ran ground-penetrating radar straight through it. The hill is not a hill. Underneath the terraces sit chambers, layers, and walls that someone built. And the deepest layer might be the oldest structure humans have ever found. Not older than the oldest pyramid. Older than farming itself. The geologist's name is Danny Hilman Natawidjaja. He trained at Caltech and works for Indonesia's National Research Agency, BRIN. Starting around 2011, his team mapped the hill without cutting a single trench. They used ground-penetrating radar, seismic tomography, and electrical resistivity. 3 different ways of seeing through solid rock. All 3 agreed on something strange. Beneath the surface terraces, the structure had 4 distinct layers. The top layer was the rock columns everyone could already see. Those dated to roughly 3,000 years ago. But each layer below was older than the one above it, and the team kept drilling cores down through all 4. From the deepest soil, they pulled organic material to carbon date. The numbers came back between 16,000 and 27,000 years old. Think about what that means. The Great Pyramid of Giza is about 4,500 years old. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, long called the oldest temple on Earth, is around 11,000. Natawidjaja was claiming the bottom of this hill was built before the last ice age ended. In 2023, the team finally published their full case in the journal Archaeological Prospection. Back in 2012, a drilling rig had been hauled up the green terraces of the hill. A steel core barrel bit down into the structure and pulled up a column of packed earth. Deep in that core sat a thin band of dark, organic soil. They bagged it, labeled it, and shipped it off to a radiocarbon lab. The soil from the deepest chamber read almost 27,000 years old. If that soil was placed there by human hands, every textbook timeline breaks. Because 27,000 years ago, humans were supposed to be scattered hunter-gatherers. No agriculture, no cities, no organized labor to move and stack megatons of stone. The paper suggested a lost civilization, advanced enough to build, then forgotten completely. And that is where the world of archaeology turned on him. Across the field, scientists started reading the paper line by line. An archaeologist named Flint Dibble pointed out the obvious problem. The carbon dates came from soil, not from tools, bones, or carvings. Dating dirt tells you how old the dirt is, not who arranged it. Rain and gravity can pack ancient soil into the gaps of a perfectly natural hill. A volcano in West Java could have stacked those stone columns on its own. Within months, the publisher Wiley opened a formal investigation. In March 2024, the journal retracted the paper entirely. But here's what the retraction did not erase. The radar scans are real, and they still show hidden cavities under the hill. Natawidjaja insists there are chambers down there, sealed and empty, waiting. Indonesian officials once took the site so seriously that a president got involved. Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono backed the research and assigned a special task force to the hill. Meanwhile, 34 Indonesian scientists signed a petition warning the digging was rushed and political. Another local archaeologist, Lutfi Yondri, had dated the surface stones to just a few thousand years. So the same hill holds 2 stories at once. One says ordinary terraces from the Bronze Age. The other says a monument older than the end of the Ice Age. And the only way to settle it is to cut the hill open and look inside the cavities. So far, no one has been allowed to. So you're back on that grassy hill in West Java. Under your feet somewhere are walls that radar can see and people cannot agree on. Maybe it is just a volcano that fooled 3 machines and 1 stubborn geologist. Maybe it is the oldest thing our species ever built, hiding in plain sight. The chambers are still sealed. The dating still fought over. The honest answer is we don't know.